The Sports Talk Recruiting Report is sponsored by Seawell's Catering.
All right, recruiting in just a moment. I want to mention that after 7 o'clock, when we come back, we're going to give away another one of those South Carolina women's basketball commemorative basketballs, national championship basketballs. They're gorgeous, to be honest with you. If you're watching the stream, you see what they look like. It's also up on our Twitter. So we'll do that a little bit after 7. We got a really, really well thought out and researched trivia question for you for USC women's basketball. So be thinking USC women's basketball. We'll do that first thing after the top of the hour. Right now, though, it is time for tonight's recruiting report. That is brought to you, of course, as always, by the good folks over at Seawells. We remind you, for the very best in the catering business, whether you need them to come to you or you want to go to them and have your events at their beautiful location on Rosewood Drive in Columbia, well, Seawells, just give them that phone call at 803-771-7385 or check them out online at SeawellsCateringSC.com. They've been serving the South Carolina community with excellent food and service for going on about 80 years. You don't stay in the food business that long unless you're really, really
almost
good.
As long as you've been alive.
Not why you got to even mention that? I mean, that's got nothing to do, and you're taking away. See, I'm going to charge you.
Game today.
Charging you $5 for taking away from Seawell's commercial.
Or how about you charge me $14.50 for their
you should take
daily
me out to
lunch and
lunch.
buffet?
Touche.
Yeah.
Daily
right.
lunch and buffet, $14.50. What do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow's barbecue chicken and fried fish nuggets and lasagna.
And lasagna. Listen, we're not going to promise that you won't put on weight if you go through the Seawell's buffet. It's not for those on a diet, okay? It's for those of you who have a man-sized or, in this case, woman-sized hunger. So go to Seawell's tomorrow from 11 till 2. All right, recruiting-wise, a little update on receiver Jackson Rep, 5'8", 160, Christ Church. As fast as he is as a receiver, and he's fast, not in a hurry to make a college commitment. He's got an offer from South Carolina, and he's still talking with Clemson and others, and his plan is to visit the Gamecocks early in this season and go from there. USC head coach Shane Beamer, receivers coach Mike Furry have been on rep ever since he turned in a sub-4.3 40 in front of them at the camp in late July. He says he's been talking to those two quite a bit, looking forward to getting there sometime soon. He said nothing is set in stone. He's thinking about going up there for an LSU game, and he said if everything works out, that'll probably be an official visit. He wants to take his mom to see everything. She hasn't been. His dad has gone with him on a couple of visits there. So he wants to get the family up there, let them see everything, get a feel for everything, and then go from there. He knows it's a great opportunity, and he said, if he wanted to jump on it right now, it would be a great spot. He said he just wants to make sure all family members have met the coaches, and he wants to make sure that he is 100% sure, so there's no rush. And as far as anybody else he's been talking to, Clemson is still in touch. Tyler Grisham, he said, he's been talking to him. And it looks like he's going to go to Clemson for their Appalachian State game on September the 7th. Boston College was the other Power 4 offer for Rep, but he said the Eagles have filled up at the receiver position and are no longer in pursuit. USC commitment linebacker Jaquel Holman of Blackville Hilda was offered by NC State. 2026 receiver Jordan Gidron of Ridgeview was offered by Florida. And in baseball, 2026 right-hander Walker Cox, 6'6", 185 of Easley, committed to South Carolina. He's a junior, and he's already 6'6". I'd love to be 6'6". I think people who were 6'6".
Change your life, wouldn't it?
Well, I think, first of all, everybody's looking up to you. You can look over some shorter people. They're in your way. They don't block your view.
Phil, I'll fix what I said earlier. Everybody looks up to you.
Well, philosophically speaking, yes. But in terms of, physicality, that would be a bit of a stretch. I just think being 6'6" is – how tall are you? 6'6". Just think that sounds better than 5'11". Nothing against being 5'11". Don't get me wrong. How tall are you, Chris?
6 feet.
Well, you're 5'11".
No, literally, I am 6
No,
feet.
I think you're 5'11". So you're just saying you're 6 feet because that sounds better than being 5'11". How tall
There's
are you,
no
Josh?
doubt.
How tall are you?
I am actually 5'11".
See?
Yeah.
5'11". I could say I'm 6 feet. I think I'm actually probably closer to – I think I was 5'11" at one time. I might be more like 5'10" now.
Yeah. Your spine's starting to condense and compress.
Well,
Gravity has started to take its toll.
I think my
That happens to the best of
Is
us.
that what happens? I mean, I'm not, I'm not walking in a I still stand straight up. I can still do that. I can still go and shoot the rock at the gym as I did the other day. I mean, I was on fire. They had to call the fire department to put the nets out. Hello. All right, there you go with recruiting. Brought to you by Seawells.